Hello, you guys. How are we doing? I just made myself a nice hot cup of tea and I'm in a blanket right now because I'm always so cold. But how are we doing? How are we feeling? I have something I want to share with you guys. Hello, you guys popping on. Hi. I was on a walk this morning with Andrew. And I had kind of like this breakthrough moment or like this light bulb moment. And anytime I have these moments, I'm like, I need to come on live and I just got to share this with you guys because if I feel like something is really valuable, I just feel like I need to share it with you guys. And it's so funny. Andrew and I go for a walk and I feel like none of our neighbors actually know our names. Well, I think they know Andrew, but I don't think they actually know my name. And I feel like everyone just knows us as this walking couple. It's kind of cute. But anyways, so I was on a walk this morning and I was telling Andrew that my mom was texting me yesterday and was saying that her and my dad are planning these like little mini getaways for this summer. So like my dad's retired. He just retired actually. And my mom's retired and they're going to like do these fun little things in the summer. And I was telling Andrew, I'm like, we should really be planning a few things for the summer. Like we love 2-day getaways. We love like 3-day getaways. They're just so much fun. Like, I don't know, there's something to look forward to. It's short enough where it doesn't feel like your whole schedule is kind of getting thrown off. But it's still fun enough where it's like you get out, you try a new place, you stay in a different hotel. Like, I don't know, for me, that's fun. And then I told Andrew, I was like, we should book a few of those this summer. But then I was like, yeah, but what about the weather? What if like the weather is shitty and like what if somebody else like invites us to something and then we can't go because we booked this like 2-day getaway? And he said something so interesting to me. He said, this is why you book things in advance, to commit to something. You book things in advance because it's a commitment. And I literally was just like, people are so terrified of joining a program, reaching out to a coach, and doing that thing because then you have to commit. I know that I have to improve my relationship with food, but I don't want to have to commit to a 4-month program or a 3-week program because if I actually say in advance that I'm going to do this, holy shit, I actually got to commit to something. I can't just hide behind the scenes. Like if I'm saying that I'm going to do something, like I am actually going to do it. And this could be scary. This could be scary because what if I commit and it doesn't work? What if I commit and I can't stick with it? What if I commit and it's too scary? What if I commit and then, I don't know, like I feel like a failure? So we don't commit. People don't commit. People don't say yes to themselves. People don't go and join the program that you know that you want to do if there's fear. I was saying this on another podcasting that I did, and I said, there's so much free information online. But with free, like there's no skin in the game. You don't have to commit. Like it's just, you can watch it. You don't have to, right? It's just like, there's no skin in the game. But when you actually say yes to yourself, when you actually join a program, when you actually invest in yourself, you are committing to something. And that forces you to show up for yourself, but that could feel scary. It could feel exciting because it's like, oh, like I'm doing this, like I'm all in, but it can also feel scary, right? But we can't be in this mindset of like, but what if it doesn't work? Oh, but what if I fail? What if I try and I tell people that I'm doing this and then I can't stick to it? Like we can't go there. You can't go there, right? Because that might prevent you from actually taking that step and committing, right? And when I look back when I was, ready, and I was I was so ready to heal my relationship with food January of 2019, and I reached out to a coach, I never was like, oh, I don't know if I should do this because what if I can't follow through with the program? I never was like, what if I try and it doesn't work? I never went there with my mindset. I personally was like, I know I'm going to heal my relationship with food. I know that I'm ready to heal my relationship with food. I know I'm deserving of a healthy relationship with food. So I am going to do this no matter what. I am going to do this no matter what, even if it feels scary, even if it feels hard. I am literally committed. So I am going to invest in something. That's how committed I am. I'm going to reach out for support. That's how committed I am. I'm going to get a coach because that's how committed I am. And because I was committed and there was an investment of time and there was an investment of money, I didn't just throw in the towel when things got hard. I didn't just say, well, yeah, I'm just going to go back to old habits, because there was skin in the game. How often have you joined a free program, or you join, you listening to podcasts or whatever it is, and maybe you're so amped up at the beginning, and then it's you revert back to old habits. There's nobody hold you accountable, right? There's no skin in the game. There is no investment. And I don't say invest in yourself, you guys, so that you can just join my programs. I literally don't say that. I say invest in yourself because something happens within yourself when you put an investment of not just money, an investment of time. When you commit to something in advance, you are setting yourself up for success. I committed to a program back in January of 2019. I did that because I was I know I'm going to do this. I know I want to do this. But if I just did it on my own, I tried so many times. I'm okay, Monday, I'm starting. This is it. I'm healing my relationship with food. And then when things got scary, I'm MyFitnessPal. When things got scary, I'm I'm just going to go back to dieting. Right? Nobody held me accountable. Nobody was checking in on me. Nobody even knew that I was healing my relationship with food. So I'm easy out. There's an easy out when you don't commit. There's an easy out when you don't commit to something. And it's okay if you need to commit to smaller things. So maybe you're not ready to commit to a 4-month program, but maybe you want to commit to a 3-week program, right? That is okay. You're still committing. And some people need to, take little steps, right? And this is why I have my 21-day food freedom challenge and my 4-month academy, because some people want to join the 21 days. And I say it's a way to dip your toes in, right? I'm just going to dip my toes in, so to speak, and have something to get started with, because I know I'm ready to improve my relationship with food. I know that support and accountability is going to change the game for me, because I never really had that when I saw a nutritionist or a therapist, or, when I tried on my own, right? But I'm not yet ready to commit to a 4-month, but I still want to commit for myself. So then I have my 21 day. And then I have some people that message me and they're I don't want to just dip my toes in. I know I am ready to do this. I am so ready. I had one client, she's I'm a cannonball. She's I'm literally so ready to end binge eating and just heal for good. I'm in for the 4 months. So there's something for everyone. And maybe 21 days is still a big jump for you. So maybe you commit to a masterclass, right? There is something for everyone, but what are you committing to? When was the last time you committed to something for you? It's one thing to wake up on a Monday morning and be this is it. You guys, I did that so many times on my journey. I'm Monday morning, this is it. I'm going to stop my binge eating. I'm going to be so good with my diet. And it's Wednesday rolls around and somebody offered to take me out for lunch. And I'm well, I better start next Monday because it's Wednesday and I already messed up. So there's no point of trying to do good on Thursday. There's literally no point of trying to do good on the weekend because somebody else is going to invite me out. So next week I'm going to start, right? And then it's like next week, next week, next week, next week, right? Or it's like, I don't want to commit in advance because, well, I think I'm going to probably go away in like 3 weeks. So that's not a good time. So like maybe I'm going to start in like 3 months. But like 3 months is such a long time. You literally could be on your way to ending binge eating, right? Like, are we making these excuses for ourselves? And I'm not sharing this to like make you feel bad, like at all. Like I'm just sharing this because like I see this so often. And I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to thrive. I want you guys more than anything to have a good relationship with food. Like I want that so badly for yourself. And I know it's possible. But fear gets in the way. So are you letting fear get in the way? Are you not committing to things in advance because what if it gets too scary? Or what if I can't do it? Or are you going to be that person that says, I am going to commit no matter what? Like I'm going to commit and then I'm going to figure things out along the way. That was my reality back in 2019. I joined a program. I reached out to a coach and I'm like, I'm doing this no matter what. And then when things got scary and things felt like, oh my gosh, I had a support system. So it felt less scary, but also it didn't give me an easy out. I didn't just throw in the towel because I invested time, energy, money. I had a client that I worked with and, this is very common, like, this fear of weight gain. Like, I don't want to start intuitive eating because like, what if, I'm so scared of gaining weight or like, I can't stop tracking my macros because like, I'm literally just going to spiral out of control. And first of all, you don't have to do things from 0 to 100. Like there's a process, right? Like you don't just like go from macro tracking to like eating whatever you want. That's not even what this is about. Intuitive eating is definitely not just eating whatever you want. That's a free for all. That's not intuitive eating. But besides that, it's like, where was I going with this? I lost my train of thought. I completely lost my train of thought. This happens. What was I saying? Oh God. I don't know. Anyone in the chat want to help me? I literally forgot what I was saying. But you don't have to go from like 0 to 100, right? Like you can take things step by step, right? But when I had this client, I think this is where I was going. I had this client and she was like terrified of like gaining weight. Like she was so scared to like release her food rules, right? So we did things slowly. We did things step by step. And at the end, she was literally like, I am so grateful that I had your support. I am so grateful that I chose to do this program because if I was trying to do this myself, I would have easily just went back to my fitness pal. I would have easily just went back to dieting because it does feel scary when you're trying to, do this on your own. Does restrictive dieting cause binge eating? Absolutely. Anything that you do that is restrictive, anytime you tell yourself that you can't have something, you want it even more. This is just the way that the brain works, right? Like even if you think about your favorite food right now. I love my chocolate chip pancakes. What is your favorite food? Let me know. I love my chocolate chip pancakes. If somebody were to tell me a few years ago, like you can't have chocolate again, I literally would be thinking about chocolate all day. I would literally just be binging on chocolate because we want what we can't have. So restrictive diets is always going to lead to binge eating. I have been taking care of others and I don't know how to take care of myself. I know what I should be eating, but I somehow don't do it for myself. How can I start to take care about myself? Well, I actually have a masterclass on this, literally how to break free from self-sabotage. Like you should probably consider joining that because it's one thing to know what to do. And then there's that disconnect between actually doing it. But when it comes to taking care of yourself, this all comes down to like worthiness. Do I believe that I'm worthy of taking care of myself? Because when we're so used to like giving to others, right? You probably have a really big heart and you probably love giving to other people because you like to see other people happy and you're like, they're worthy of it. They're deserving of it. But guess what? You are also so incredibly worthy of taking care of yourself. You are so incredibly worthy and deserving of taking care of yourself. And if you really love taking care of other people, when you start taking care of yourself, you can actually show up so much more powerfully for those people that you're taking care of, right? When we don't take care of ourselves, we're not actually giving the best to other people, right? When we're so burnt out, when we're exhausted, or when we're struggling with binge eating or whatever it is, it's like we're showing up for these other people maybe at 50%, maybe at 75%. But when you start taking care of yourself, right? And you know that you're worthy of that, and it's not going to just help you, but it's also going to help all the other people that you're taking care of. I think sometimes we have to take the focus off of ourselves because it can feel selfish, especially if maybe you grew up like always taking care of other people. Having time for yourself can feel like, oh my gosh, I should be guilty. Like, I should feel so guilty right now. Do I even deserve this? I don't deserve this. I should be doing something for somebody else. And anytime those thoughts come into your mind, you have to remind yourself, like, one, I am worthy of it. But also two, like I said, if I really love giving to other people and I want to, show up as the best wife or partner or whatever it is, like, I have to take care of me. It's not even like a nice thing to do. Like, it's a non-negotiable, right? Like, I have time in the mornings for myself, just me. And I love my husband. I love my clients. Okay. Let me share this. I freaking love every single one of my clients. I pour everything into my clients. But imagine if I didn't take care of myself, my clients would not get the best of me. And I wouldn't want that for them. I care about them so much. I care about them so much that I am committing every single day to my growth, my health, my happiness, because I have to be there for them. So I think maybe it's just a different perspective that you have to just kind of see taking care of yourself. Like, it's not selfish. It's not like you're taking time away from other people. It's like literally the best thing that you can do for yourself. So pizza, I like pizza. But I'm such a sweet person. Like, I love my sweets. Like, I have such a big sweet tooth. I love my sweets so much. Do we have anything else? I can maybe see if there's any other like questions or anything else you guys want to just like share with me in the chat. I think this was a really powerful conversation. And again, I really want you to ask yourself, going back to the whole like commitment piece, like, are you not committing to things because you're scared? Like, are you letting fear getting in the way of you living a really incredible life? What if you decided in advance that I'm going to do this? Just like, I'm going to decide in advance that I'm going to book a staycation with my husband. I'm going to book in advance so that I'm committed to that. Just like you're going to, maybe reach out to myself, or you're going to join a program or whatever it is, like, commit in advance so that you can actually get the desired results that you're wanting. This is huge, okay? So I think that's all for today, you guys. Thanks for being here. I hope you guys found this helpful. You guys know that my DMs are always open. If this is your time and you are ready to better your relationship with food and stop binge eating, and you want support, like, you don't want to have to try to figure this out on your own. You don't want to have to try to figure out like what to do. You just really want a step-by-step blueprint. Like, you have to remember that I've gone through this myself, and I have literally done the hard work for you guys to like do trial and error, figure out what works. And I'm like so excited to just like share this information with you. So I am a DM away. Slide in my DMs. Slide in my DMs, let me know that you're ready, and I can share the different ways that I can support you. So thank you guys so much for being here. Have an amazing rest of your day, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye.